Hello everybody and welcome back to JoEnglish. As you can see, I've got two very special guests with us today. Now, myself, Pammy and the boys, we have been in England for Christmas and New Year. So today, you're going to meet my parents. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, everybody, this is an only English lesson, so obviously we're going to be speaking only in English. So, in the comments, you need to tell me how much you understand and especially whether you can understand my mum and dad. So, first of all, I think the best thing is if you introduce yourselves, tell them your name and what you do or what you did, because now they're retired.
You go first.
I will. Well, my name is Anthea and I am a retired teacher.
Perfect. What did you teach?
I taught children with learning difficulties.
Okay, perfect. And Dad?
My name's Roland and I'm a retired teacher and I taught mathematics.
Perfect. Now, you're speaking, my mum is actually learning Italian at the moment. So I see you're speaking quite nicely at a good pace to help people understand.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Because she knows how difficult it is to learn another language. So shall we start with that? Tell us, what do you think is the most difficult thing about learning Italian?
It's because you Italian people speak so fast.
And do you know what the difficulties that Italians say? They say that
we speak too fast.
Exactly. So, like I tell them, I don't think it's a question of speaking too fast. It's simply you need to listen. You need listening practice to understand where one word finishes and the next one begins.
Absolutely. Yes.
Perfect. Dad, you learnt Italian?
I tried very hard. And mind you, bearing in mind that I'm 74, the best word I know is caffè decaffeinato or something like that.
Okay, there we are. Thanks, Dad. Caffè decaffeinato. That is the extent of my father's Italian. And when he said he has tried to learn Italian, Mum, would you agree with that?
Well, I'm not sure that I would.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, let's move on. Now, I want to know what your reaction was when I first told you that I was going to live in Italy, so 14 years ago. What was your first reaction?
We thought it was really exciting. We thought we would be getting lovely free holidays in Italy.
Yeah. So you weren't worried about missing your youngest son going off to a foreign country?
No.
Right, okay, thank you. And Dad, what about you?
I just thought it was very exciting, like your mother said, and I wasn't worried at all about you going off to a foreign country.
Yeah.
In fact, I look forward to it.
So, as you can see, my parents are typically British parents, not worrying about their youngest son going to live in another country. Okay, let's move on. I want to know, because they've been to Italy a lot, and in fact, they used to have a house in Italy that they have now sold. But I want to know what you liked about living in Italy.
I loved the fact that when you woke up every single day, the sun shone and you knew it was going to shine all day.
That's probably because we were in Puglia. Because in the north of Italy, and I'm sure we'll have some comments about this, it's not always like that. So I think that may be just because we were down the south. Okay, and Dad, what did you like about it?
I liked the wine. It was very, very reasonably priced or cheap, and it tasted delicious, especially the Primitivo.
As you can see, my parents have, what can we say? They put importance on different things, shall we say. Okay. But another question, do you think you could ever live in Italy full time?
Not full time, because I think I would miss my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And in the winter time, I think I would find it very quiet in Puglia.
Okay. And you, Dad?
I couldn't. We tried it for 6 months, and by the end of 6 months, I wanted to come back to England because I missed my friends. But also, I'd eaten the Italian food, which is delicious and is one of the finest cuisines in the world. I still missed my English food, my fried breakfast.
But you
or
say
my
fried
pasty.
breakfast. How often do you eat a fried breakfast?
When I was younger, every day.
Is that true?
Absolutely. That's why I am as I am.
Okay. But now, before, when you were living in Italy, so how often? You wouldn't eat a fried breakfast every day, would you? Maybe once a month, maybe?
But if I couldn't have one, I would want one.
Ah, okay. I see.
And a bacon sandwich.
Okay, perfect.
English bacon, you understand.
Okay, yeah.
And English bread.
English bread. Okay, there we are.
And I think you missed the pub as well.
Oh, very much so.
And it's not necessarily just the drinking. I've talked about this in other videos. It's more the socialising aspect, isn't it?
And
Yes.
I like the drinking. No, but it was the social aspect of going up to talk to your friends and just to have a nice sociable time. I found in Italy, and it is your culture, people come in, have a quick coffee and are away.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying desperately to say hello to them.
Yeah. Okay. Right. One last question for you both. Brexit has happened.
Brexit.
What are your views on Brexit? From the older generations, shall we say. When you heard about Brexit, what did you think?
I thought that if you are part of a group and something is wrong with that group, you should stay in the group and try to put the things that were wrong right, rather than just run away and leave the group.
Okay, interesting. Dad?
It's just complicated things. There was a time we could just buy an air ticket to Italy, get on the plane, get there without any other paperwork to do. We'd be allowed to live in Italy as long as we wanted to without a 90-day stay. And also it's impinged upon me the fact that now I'm taking dialysis, and there was a time when we were part of Europe, I could go over quite easily and get it. Now I'd have to organise it myself and perhaps pay for it.
So you're basically both opposed to Brexit?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Interesting. Right, everybody, there we are. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, let us know in the comments how much you understood and whether you understood my mum and dad. Okay?
Ciao.
Ciao and Happy New Year.
See you soon.
Buon anno.